The wind howled across the desolate research station perched on the edge of the Antarctic ice shelf, a lonely sentinel of human curiosity. Dr. Wren Hartley pulled her thermal jacket tighter, her breath creating small clouds in the frigid air. Outside, the endless white landscape stretched beyond imagination, a canvas of pristine isolation that matched the sterility of her research facility. An unprecedented find. For months, her team had been drilling through ancient ice cores, searching for microorganisms that could provide insights into extreme environmental adaptations. What they discovered would change everything humanity understood about life, resilience, and survival. Dr. Hartley's colleague, Dr. Kai Nakamura, burst into the main research lab, his eyes wild with excitement. "You need to see this," he said, his voice a mixture of scientific enthusiasm and barely contained wonder. Beneath a high-powered microscope lay something extraordinary. A microscopic organism that defied every known biological classification. Its cellular structure was unlike anything in current scientific databases, a hybrid of mechanical precision and organic complexity that seemed to challenge the very definition of life. The first anomaly. "It's adapting," Dr. Hartley whispered, watching the organism modify its cellular structure in real time. Traditional scientific understanding suggested such rapid transformation was impossible. Yet here it was, changing before their very eyes. Dr. Nakamura ran additional tests, his fingers flying across computer interfaces. "The cellular regeneration rate is off the charts. It's not just adapting, it's learning." The implications were staggering. This wasn't just a new species. This was a fundamentally different form of life, one that could potentially survive in conditions previously thought impossible. Unexpected capabilities. Over the next weeks, the research team discovered increasingly bizarre characteristics. The organism could reconstruct its cellular structure within seconds, generate energy from seemingly impossible sources, communicate through complex molecular signaling, replicate without traditional reproductive methods. "It's like a living computer," Dr. Hartley mused during one late-night research session. "But more than that, it's a living, thinking system that can adapt faster than any known biological entity." The global response. News of the discovery spread quickly through scientific channels. Government agencies, research institutions, and private laboratories worldwide began requesting samples, collaboration opportunities, and detailed research notes. But Dr. Hartley was cautious. Something about this discovery felt different. This wasn't just a scientific breakthrough. It was the beginning of something much larger. Unintended consequences. What the research team didn't realize was that their discovery would soon catch the attention of entities far beyond Earth. The microscopic organism they had found was not just a biological curiosity. It was a key that would unlock humanity's potential in ways no one could have predicted. As Dr. Hartley reviewed the latest test results, a strange sensation crept along her spine. Something was coming. Something that would challenge everything humanity thought it knew about life, intelligence, and survival. Little did she know, the first whispers of an interstellar transformation had already begun. The microscopic organism continued its silent, relentless evolution, watched only by the unblinking eyes of scientific instruments in a remote Antarctic research station. The unexpected transmission. 52 days after the initial discovery, everything changed. The first interstellar communication arrived not through traditional radio signals or diplomatic channels, but as a cascading burst of quantum-encoded data that nearly crashed every major research network on the planet. Dr. Wren Hartley and Dr. Kai Nakamura sat in the secured communications center of the Antarctic Research Facility, watching in stunned silence as alien characters began to resolve on their screens. The language was unlike anything humanity had ever encountered, a complex matrix of mathematical precision and biological syntax that seemed to pulse with living intelligence. "It's responding to the organism," Dr. Nakamura whispered, his hand hovering inches from the screen. "Somehow, the microscopic life form we discovered is creating a communication bridge." The Galactic Inquiry. The message was both a warning and a challenge. Translated through increasingly complex quantum algorithms, it became clear that an advanced galactic consortium had been monitoring Earth, not for its technological achievements, but for something far more specific. The microscopic organism wasn't just a biological curiosity. It was a key, a genetic blueprint that represented something the alien civilizations had been searching for across millennia. "We require immediate cessation of research," the translation scrolled across the screen. "The organism you have discovered represents a threat to established galactic protocols." Dr. Hartley's scientific curiosity burned brighter. Threats were never issued without reason. Something about this microscopic life form was far more significant than anyone had imagined. Unexpected complications. Within hours, strange occurrences began to multiply. Satellite communications became erratic. Research stations around the world reported inexplicable equipment malfunctions. The microscopic organism seemed to be expanding its influence beyond the initial Antarctic research site. Military satellites detected massive energy signatures at the edge of the solar system, alien vessels positioning themselves with what could only be described as cautious preparation. This was no longer just a scientific discovery. This was the prelude to first contact. The human response. Global leadership convened emergency meetings. Scientific teams were put on high alert. The microscopic organism that Dr. Hartley had discovered was now at the center of humanity's first true test of interstellar diplomacy. "We're not going to be intimidated," declared General Rochelle Zimmerman during a classified briefing. "Whatever they're afraid of, whatever makes this organism so special, we'll understand it." Dr. Hartley knew the real challenge was just beginning. The organism wasn't just a passive discovery. It was actively communicating, adapting, potentially choosing its own path of interaction. A living bridge. Strange reports began to surface. Research teams discovered the microscopic organism could now replicate itself using advanced technological components. It wasn't just biological anymore, it was becoming something else entirely. Quantum computers near the research samples began to display unprecedented processing capabilities. Communication networks showed signs of spontaneous optimization. The organism was learning, growing, expanding its influence with each passing hour. The gathering storm. As alien vessels continued to gather at the solar system's edge, humanity found itself at a crossroads. The microscopic discovery was no longer just a scientific breakthrough. It was a potential weapon, a communication device, perhaps even a form of intelligence beyond current understanding. Dr. Hartley looked at her colleague, Dr. Nakamura. "They're afraid of what we might become," she said quietly. "Not what we are now, but what this organism represents." The first true test of humanity's place in the universe was about to begin. And it would start with something smaller than a single human cell. The ultimatum arrives. Precisely 72 hours after the alien vessels positioned themselves at the solar system's edge, the first direct communication came. Not through traditional diplomatic channels, but as a quantum-encrypted transmission that penetrated every major communication network on Earth simultaneously. The message was stark and uncompromising: surrender the organism, or face complete technological isolation. Dr. Ren Hartley stood in the newly established Global Scientific Response Center, a converted military bunker deep beneath the Colorado Rocky Mountains. Around her, the world's most brilliant minds worked in a state of controlled panic. The microscopic organism, now dubbed the Quantum Adaptive Protocol, or QAP, had become humanity's most critical asset and greatest mystery. Unexpected allies. General Rochelle Zimmerman approached, her military uniform a stark contrast to the white lab coat surrounding her. "They don't understand what they're dealing with," she said quietly. "This isn't just about a scientific discovery. It's about potential." Dr. Kai Nakamura had been working tirelessly, analyzing the organism's latest transformations. "The QAP isn't just adapting," he reported. "It's evolving in ways that defy our current understanding of biology, physics, and information transfer. Preliminary studies showed the organism could restructure its molecular composition in milliseconds, communicate through complex quantum entanglement, integrate with technological systems seamlessly, generate energy from seemingly impossible sources. The global mobilization. Governments worldwide began a coordinated response. Research facilities were fortified. Communication networks were reinforced. The microscopic organism had become humanity's most valuable, and most dangerous, asset. Intercepted alien communications revealed their true fear. The QAP represented something beyond a mere biological specimen. It was a potential catalyst for evolutionary leap, one that could fundamentally alter the balance of power in the known universe. The first demonstration. During a tense global briefing, Dr. Hartley revealed the organism's most shocking capability. When exposed to a complex technological system, the QAP didn't just adapt, it improved it. A demonstration showed a standard quantum computer transformed. Processing speeds increased by 3,000%. Energy efficiency improved by 97%. Complex algorithmic problems that would have taken years were now solved in seconds. It's not just a life form, Dr. Hartley explained. It's a living technology. A bridge between biological intelligence and technological potential. Alien intervention. The alien vessels began to move. Not an attack, but a strategic positioning that suggested containment. They were trying to isolate Earth, to prevent the QAP from spreading further. But humanity had other plans. The quantum gambit. Dr. Nakamura discovered something extraordinary. The QAP wasn't just adapting to human technology. It was teaching humans how to think differently. Research teams reported unprecedented breakthroughs in multiple scientific disciplines. Quantum physics. Biological engineering. Information theory. Space propulsion. The microscopic organism was accelerating human potential at an exponential rate. The line in the cosmos. General Zimmermann looked at the gathered scientists, her expression a mix of determination and wonder. They think they can intimidate us, she said. They have no idea what humans are capable of when pushed. As alien vessels continued their silent vigil around the solar system, humanity prepared. The microscopic organism had become more than a scientific discovery. It was a beacon of potential, a challenge to the established order of the universe. The first true test of humanity's place among the stars was about to begin. And it would start with something smaller than a single human cell. The quantum leap. The world watched in collective anticipation as humanity's understanding of the Quantum Adaptive Protocol, QAP, reached a critical turning point. What had begun as a microscopic discovery in an Antarctic research station had now become the most significant technological breakthrough in human history. Dr. Ren Hartley stood before the United Nations Special Science Council, her presentation about to change everything humanity knew about its place in the universe. Behind her, a holographic display showed the intricate molecular structure of the QAP, pulsing with an almost living intelligence. This isn't just a scientific discovery, she began. It's a transformation. Technological metamorphosis. The QAP had begun to integrate with human technological systems in ways no one could have predicted. Experimental spacecraft designs now incorporated the organism's adaptive capabilities. Medical research showed unprecedented breakthroughs in cellular regeneration and genetic repair. Dr. Kai Nakamura's latest research revealed the most shocking development yet. The QAP wasn't just improving human technology, it was teaching humans how to think differently. Research teams across the globe reported simultaneous breakthroughs in fields ranging from quantum computing to interstellar propulsion. Key developments included self-repairing technological systems, quantum communication networks that defied previous limitations, biological technological hybrid interfaces, unprecedented energy generation capabilities. The alien response. The extraterrestrial vessels surrounding the solar system began to show signs of extreme agitation. Quantum communication intercepts revealed their growing panic. The organism they had feared for millennia was now evolving beyond their ability to comprehend or control. General Rochelle Zimmerman oversaw the strategic implications. "They're not just watching anymore," she told her command team. "They're preparing for a potential intervention." The human advantage. What the alien civilizations failed to understand was the true nature of human adaptability. The QAP wasn't just a technological tool, it was a catalyst for human potential. Each breakthrough revealed another layer of possibility, another avenue of exploration. Research facilities around the world worked in coordinated efforts. The microscopic organism was teaching humanity something fundamental: limitation was merely a matter of perspective. Breakthrough beyond boundaries. The most significant discovery came from an unexpected source. A team of young researchers discovered that the QAP could create temporary quantum entanglement bridges, essentially allowing instantaneous communication across vast distances. "It's not just about technology," Dr. Hartley explained during a classified briefing. "It's about connection, understanding, potential." The cosmic challenge. As human technological capabilities expanded, the alien vessels maintained their position. But something had changed. What was once a threat of containment now seemed more like a cautious observation. The universe was watching. And humanity was about to show it something extraordinary. A new understanding. Dr. Nakamura made a profound observation during a late-night research session. "The QAP isn't just a life form," he said quietly. "It's a bridge between biological and technological intelligence. Between what we are and what we could become." The microscopic organism that had begun as a simple discovery in the Antarctic ice was now humanity's greatest hope, and potentially its most significant evolutionary leap. The line between science fiction and reality had never been more blurred. And humanity was just getting started. The moment of reckoning. 57 days after the first alien ultimatum, humanity stood at the precipice of its most critical moment. The solar system had become a chessboard of cosmic proportions, with alien vessels forming a near-impenetrable blockade around Earth's orbital space. Dr. Ren Hartley watched from the Global Defense Command Center as the first alien communication probe approached. The Quantum Adaptive Protocol, QAP, within the facility's systems began to pulse with an anticipatory energy that seemed almost sentient. "They're not here to negotiate," General Rochelle Zimmerman stated, her voice cutting through the tension. "They're here to eliminate what they see as a threat. The unexpected weapon." What the alien civilizations didn't understand was the true nature of their adversary. The QAP was no longer just a microscopic organism. It had become a living network, a bridge between human potential and technological evolution. As the alien probe entered communication range, something extraordinary happened. Instead of a traditional response, the QAP began to interface directly with the alien technology. Not as an attack, but as a form of communication beyond any known protocol. It was translation, understanding, evolution. A language of possibility. Dr. Kai Nakamura watched in awe as complex quantum patterns began to emerge. The QAP was decoding the alien communication systems in real time, revealing layers of technological and biological information that had been hidden for millennia. "They've been running," Dr. Nakamura whispered. "From something. Not to something." The alien vessels began to show signs of internal disruption. Their supposedly impenetrable communication networks were being systematically decoded, their technological defenses unraveled by something they couldn't comprehend. The cosmic revelation. Intercepted communication fragments revealed a terrifying truth for the alien civilizations. The QAP wasn't just a threat. It was a key to a universal evolutionary process they had been trying to suppress for countless generations. Humanity had become the catalyst for a transformation that stretched beyond a single species, beyond a single civilization. Key revelations included: the QAP was a dormant evolutionary mechanism. Alien civilizations had been preventing its activation for millennia. Humanity's unique adaptive capabilities had triggered its full potential. The organism represented a universal reset button for technological evolution. The first strike. The alien vessels began to prepare what appeared to be a devastating technological attack. Massive energy signatures built up at their weapon systems, capable of rendering entire planetary systems into cosmic dust. But the QAP was already several steps ahead. Technological warfare redefined. As the alien weapons charged, something unprecedented occurred. The QAP began to interface with the attacking vessels' systems. Not to destroy, but to understand. To communicate. To transform. One by one, the alien vessels began to change. Their aggressive postures softened. Their weapon systems became conduits of information rather than destruction. "They're afraid," General Zimmerman realized. "Not of us. Of what we represent." The turning point. Dr. Hartley understood the profound moment unfolding before them. This wasn't a war. This was a conversation. A negotiation between different forms of intelligence. The microscopic organism that had begun as a simple discovery was rewriting the rules of cosmic interaction. And humanity was at the center of it all. The universe would never be the same. The aftermath of transformation. 6 months after the unprecedented cosmic encounter, the universe looked fundamentally different. What had begun as a microscopic discovery in an Antarctic research station had rewritten the very fabric of interstellar civilization. Dr. Ren Hartley stood before the first Interstellar Evolutionary Council, a gathering of human scientists and representatives from civilizations that had once viewed humanity as a potential threat. The Quantum Adaptive Protocol, QAP, hummed softly in the background, a living testament to the power of unexpected potential. "We are not conquerors," she began. "We are bridge builders." The universal revelation. The QAP had revealed a profound truth that shook the foundations of known galactic understanding. What previous civilizations had seen as a threat was actually a universal evolutionary mechanism, a biological technological bridge designed to connect disparate forms of intelligence. Humanity's unique position came from an unexpected source: their ability to adapt, to question, to imagine beyond existing limitations. Dr. Kai Nakamura presented the most groundbreaking findings. The QAP was more than a technological marvel. It was a living network of potential, a cosmic communication system that could link different forms of intelligence across unimaginable distances. Technological renaissance. The transformed alien vessels now orbited Earth not as a threat, but as collaborative partners. Each ship had become a living repository of knowledge, its systems fundamentally altered by the QAP's transformative capabilities. Key developments included: instantaneous quantum communication across galactic distances, biological technological hybrid systems, unprecedented medical and evolutionary breakthroughs, a new understanding of intelligence beyond physical form. The human contribution. General Rochelle Zimmerman explained the strategic implications. Humanity had not conquered the galaxy through force, but through an unprecedented ability to connect, to understand, to evolve. "We didn't fight our way into the universe," she told the council. "We invited the universe to understand us. Beyond boundaries." The microscopic organism that had started everything continued its silent work. It was no longer just a scientific curiosity or a potential weapon. It had become a universal translator, a bridge between different forms of existence. Alien civilizations that had spent millennia suppressing the QAP now sought to understand it. Humanity, once considered a young and potentially dangerous species, had become the key to a cosmic evolutionary leap. The infinite potential. Dr. Hartley reflected on the journey. From a tiny discovery in the Antarctic ice to a transformative force that reshaped galactic understanding, the QAP represented something fundamental about existence itself. "We are not at the end of our journey," she told the council. "We are at the beginning. A cosmic symphony." As the first interstellar collaborative missions prepared for launch, humanity looked to the stars with a new understanding. The universe was not a place to be conquered, but a living system to be understood, connected, transformed. The microscopic organism that had started everything continued its silent evolution. And humanity was ready to follow.